So I'm back, and guess what we're gonna do? Finally, we're gonna take this seat cover off, and also replace it with a new one. So this will be awesome. We'll see how it goes. I've heard and from people that you can take this off without taking the whole seat off, which I'm gonna try to do because I watched a bunch of videos on it and stuff, and it doesn't seem too bad. And it actually looks like my clip is coming off anyways on this. So what we're gonna do is take these little Allen wrench screws out, pop that off, get it all off, and if not, we're going to just take the bolts out, sit it backwards, and then we'll be good. So hopefully I don't have to do that. They're just T10 bolts. They're freaking long. So, well, I heard some are just regular Phillips screw heads and some are Allen wrench or Allen bolts. I was hoping they weren't like this, but they are. And I need to get some Allen sockets to make it a lot faster. So I'm gonna just pull it like that. So, yep, just doing that real quick. Embarrassed, but it's dirty. What can you expect? It's just a little push pin right there to get out. And then this one is, I think, the same thing. You need a little flathead screwdriver to get in there. Can't kind of see it, get a good view on it, but yeah. So pop those out real quick. I consent to this. I know that I can't get that out without taking this plastic piece off because it's pinched, because that's where I need to take off. So yeah, I'm gonna take, or see if I can do maybe one more step where I can just take the little bolts out, because there's two 13mm bolts right where they at there, so on each side. So I'm gonna pull those off real quick. Just took those 13mm, pulled her out a little bit, and she's still plugged in. So I'm gonna show you if I can try to pop these all off and put it back on without unplugging anything. Just pop it back in. I'll let you know how it works. A little more invasive than I thought, but it's not bad. So this one is hooked onto that zip tie, kind of cut off right there. And there's quite a bit of little sensors and stuff you have to unplug. This one's kind of a pain to get to right here. So it's pretty much off. All we have to do now is pull, because I was having trouble getting onto this side. So you can get her off and put her back on. Hopefully a lot easier. I'm almost sweating like a pig. Get her off though. We're off. So also too, you got to be careful. It's kind of why I'm stopping. But when you take the seat off, these little indents or whatever creases are all velcroed off, and if you pull off hard, you can kind of see the green or whatever, they will come off too. So you kind of gotta hold it, pull back, hold it, pull back as you inch farther and farther that way. So be careful with those, and then we'll get this one off. And it's not that bad of a job really. It's kind of super easy, just kind of pain or time taking. So just be careful with those. There she is. Seat's taken off. Mine's a little different than what I've seen on videos. For some reason, I've only seen them go like right here. The heated seat elements. Just looks like a big diaper. But there's a cord. I guess I don't know, I guess I didn't unplug it. Yeah, so it goes down there. Or it's the green one. Showing you where that goes. Super easy. I guess so far it's probably taking me about 30-35 minutes, close to 40 minutes, just to take this off and figure it out. Once you watch this video and you know how to do it, you don't have to, because that was a lot of guessing, so I bet you could do it in 30 minutes. But now let's see how long it takes me to put down the new one. Start to turn it inside out, like kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, turn it inside out. You get what I'm saying? So because you're going to be pushing these down, the middle one first, and these little, it's like a styrofoam thing that will stick into here. Just kind of push it in, work your way out, and then work your way out through the middle, and then line up the end pieces, roll them in, then start pushing down these side ones. So just from some of the videos and what I've seen and heard from people doing a little research on it, so these line up pretty good. Mine's still kind of, oh, it was a bug. Mine are kind of a little, they're okay. It was mainly that torn part right there that was kind of bothering me. But you can definitely, I'll put down a link below to get the foam and cushion part and then the seat also. I think it was like 160 bucks to get both. This is only like 50 bucks. So I was just wanting to really just repair the seats or the leather piece. Just took it all off. It was a pain, so just unhook everything, take it off, because it's a pain to try to maneuver, especially trying to get back to this part. It's super hard, and this thing's annoying. This thing's super hard to take off for some reason. Get like a little flathead screwdriver, put it in there. I'm gonna vacuum it out also. It's super dusty. But this is kind of what's making it a pain too, is lining up these little bolts. Do it right now while you have it off, because you're gonna have to drill or go through the new seat, because you can kind of see right there. It's coming out the little tip, and you can see back there. So you can kind of line it up. You can see where you're putting the screw through. So, because if you had it off, it would be such a freaking pain. You'd be like, I should have done this before. But yeah, so make sure you get this all figured out, because then you have to line that one up, and you have to line it up right there, and yeah, and such. So do it right now while you have the seat off. Push it back on, super easy, not that bad. 13 millimeter Allen had 10 T10 Allen wrench, and that holds the bolts. And just your hands, make sure you don't cut yourself on the metal pieces. Just take her all off. It's a lot easier. Unscrew those, unplug it. That's it. Not that bad. World of difference. No more tear. Put down a link below to get everything. Super nice. It'll come out with also too, this is going to come out, because it's obviously brand new, so it's not going to be like perfect, but that's the one part that looked kind of a little bent. But other than that, it looks perfect. Once I start sitting in it, it'll probably kind of form to itself, so I'm not really worried about that. It's also 14 years old, so it's not gonna be perfect. But if you have all those tears or holes or whatever, just get one of these and you'll be set.